Since I bought my Profem account on the 2nd of June 2025, I've only focused on just one pair, which is USDJPY. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through all the trades I have taken, the mistakes I have made, the wins, the losses, and every decision I have made. I'm going to walk you guys through my whole thought process, the way I have felt within the whole trades that I have taken, and how I have been able to manage myself both through the losses and even through the wins, because there are times where I had winning streaks and there were times where I had losing streaks. It's been crazy. Basically, it's basically a journey, so I'm going to be walking you guys through this journey. Okay, so I'm trading basically a 5k account, yes, with Marvin Profem, and as you can see, I'm currently down 1.8%, yes, and I have taken a total of 23 trades. My win rate is 48%, and my worst trade is $61 loss. My best trade is $85 profit, yes. And as you can see, the account is still active. I'm just in the phase 1. Let's go straight to the dashboard so you'll see. As you can see, look at what my equity curve looks like. So basically, at this point here, I was up. Yes, my equity was floating around $270 in profit, while my main balance was at $191 in profit. And then that was when I started having like a series of losses. Like I took back-to-back losses in a row, and I will show you exactly why this happened and why I've been taking these losses and what I have learned from this. So let's go straight to my MetaTrader 5. Basically, I'm currently on a trade. Yes, I'm currently on this sell, and as you can see, it almost got straight to my stop loss, but then it's going back down in profit. So let's go straight to custom period in June, when I bought this account, which is the 2nd of June. So starting from Monday, first week of trading. So the first week of trading, I made back-to-back profit of $40 and $64. Yes, I made this profit, and it was a really good trade. As you can see, I used consistent lot size, which is 0.08. Let's go straight to the chart. Let me show you guys what trade looked like. So this is the first trade here, right here. So I got in here, I exited here, quick one. I held this trade for a while, and I trade only on the 4-hour time frame basically. So, and then this was the second one. The second one, why it's small like this, is because I thought my entry had confirmed, but then I went to my trading view and I noticed that yes, my entry had not yet confirmed. So I had to immediately close the trade and move away from it. And then when my entry later confirmed later in the day, I entered here and I made this profit from here to here, and then I closed the trade. This was the one I closed for about $64 US. Yeah. Then let's go to the second week of trading. Now in the second week of trading, this one is the one I closed last week. In the second week of trading, I made a total of $8 and $5. Little trades. You can see them. This is the $8 and this is the $5. These were just little trades I made in that week. This $5 and this $8. Let's go to the next week of trading. Now this is the $8 I made for the previous week. Then so this new week I took a total of 3 trades, yes, and then I made $6, $3, and $44. This was a very good week. So this was the $6, this was the other one, and then this is the $44. Then after this whole trade completed, that was when I started having my losing streaks. So from the 2nd of June to the 20th, I was up $193. That was so amazing. I was feeling myself. I was feeling on top of the world. Basically, I was like, I've passed this account. I was very excited. My equity set was at $270. Yes, as of this trade. When I was on this trade here, right here. When I was on this trade, when it got to this point, my equity was on $270. But then I closed the year with a little over $44 US. That was that. And then we got to the dead zone, which was the last week of June. Yes, when the problem started. The first of all started very minute. I had a first loss of $57. I thought that okay, this is just the beginning. And then we kept on having back-to-back losses. Then we had another loss of $61. We had another loss of $13. Let me show you guys quickly the chart. So I took this first loss. I tried buying from here. I lost again. I came down here. I tried buying again. I still lost. I came here again. I bought. Okay, yeah, I sold because according to my strategy, the market had changed. The market had changed direction from somewhere around here. So I started buying again. I bought, I still lost. It was crazy that period. Like whatever I did was stop loss. Whatever I did was stop loss. Compared to the previous time where whatever I did was take profit. This time, whatever I did was a stop loss. Whatever I did was a stop loss. It doesn't care. The market did not even care about how I was feeling or what would happen to my account basically. So I started losing here, and then here too I had a small loss because of this trade was supposed to be a break-even trade. But I slept late and I woke up late, so I didn't end on time. So then I took another sell here, and then this one was a very, very good loss before I then took this win here, and this win was, let me just do all time. Yes. So I then took this win. This win was this one of $36 US. Yes, I took it, and we went straight in profit. And then I took the second one, which is this one of one of the reasons why some things that have affected my strategy in this profit account I'm trading is basically their rules. When it comes to like their slippage, and also like their news rule, especially because anytime that is news, you're not supposed to be in the market. Even if you're in the market, like you have to make sure that you don't close 2 minutes before or 2 minutes after the news. You get? So take for instance, and I'm somebody that trail my position. So take for instance, I can be holding a trade for like 2 weeks, 2 days. You get? And as I'm holding that trade for like 2 days plus, or 3 days plus, or a week plus, and then it gets to that point where there is a news coming up. Basically, I would have to like move my stop loss that I've put in break even. I'll have to move it back to a loss if I still want to be in that trade. I have to move it below my entry if I still want to be in that trade. Because if the news comes out and it taps my SL, I've lost my account basically. Even if I pass, they'll give me another challenge again to retrade. That's how it works. So you have to be careful, friends. And then for Maven has charged me over the course of this 23 trades years I've taken. They charged me commission of $7, and I'm just a swing trader basically, because I take my trades like this week now. It's only this trade I've taken. Yes, I've taken only this trade, and as you can see, it's just hovering about. I don't really care. My mind is not there, but whatever trade I take, they charge me 32 cents. That's what they charge me per trade. So if I wasn't a swing trader and I have taken a total of let's say 40 to 50 trades, I would have been charged commission of over, let's say, over $15 US. You get? So you have to be careful, and then not to talk of the slippage, because most times you want to buy and then they will fill you in an order that is higher than the order that you wanted to buy. You get? You might want to sell, they might give you a price that's lower than the price that you wanted to sell for. So you have to be very, very careful with profits. You have to like plan yourself basically. But anyway, profits are still very, very profitable. I'm going to be dropping a video on why profits are very, very lucrative and why everybody must take advantage of profits in the industry. So let's go back to the video here. Now the losses started again. The losses didn't leave me. I took another loss of $55 US. Let's go to the chart and see where that happened. That happened right. Let's see. Yeah, that happened right after this 2 weeks. That happened right here. Right here, yes. This was where that happened. I took this loss of 50 something US dollars, and then I took, let's see how many losses. 1, 2, 3, 3 losses in a row. So let's go ahead. This is it. So one was $55, the other one was $4, and then the last one was $55 again. That was how I lost. And then another thing about my strategy is I don't exceed more than 100 pips. That's why you see that when I'm losing within the ranges of $50 to $60. You get, because it's 100 pips stop loss. So whatever position I take it, and then I use a 100 pips stop loss, and then I use a fixed lot size of 0.08. As you can see, I have a consistent lot size. I don't joke with my lot size, regardless of what my spirit is telling me, or my mind is telling me. I don't play with my lot size. So let's go straight to now. This was where I had my biggest trade after I took this $40 profit right here. Right here, I took $40 profit right here. It was so good that period, and then I took this trade. Now, if you look at this trade, when I took this trade here, my stop loss was almost here. My stop loss was somewhere around here, because if you look at the movement between here and here, it's almost 800 pips. Yes, so you see that my stop loss was there, but this price didn't hit me out, didn't tap me out. That is why it's good to respect your rules no matter what happens. It didn't tap me out right here. However, it went straight and it became my biggest win. And immediately I went out. Look at the drop. Look at that drop. I was so happy that day. Look at the drop. And then that was that for that. And then I started taking more losses again. Loss. This loss has actually dropped my win rate. Yes. It has actually dropped my win rate. My win rate is ranging between 60 to 70%. You get, but because of these losses I've been taking, it's now ranging between 50 to 60%, and now it has dropped to 40. I was so surprised to see that it has dropped to 40. But it's all good. It's all good. I believe it's just the market condition USDJPY is happening, because if I'm in a good market condition here now, this is the mistake I've made. I've been trading in a market condition that doesn't favor my strategy. You get, it doesn't favor my strategy, but I don't have any choice, because I just have to respect myself and follow through with it, because I believe that at some certain point it's going to begin to respect my strategy again. So my strategy works basically when the market is trending. If the market is not trending, there's nothing I can do about it. If the market is not trending, and as you can see here, right here, let's go straight to the daily time frame. As you can see, all this period where I've been trading this account, it's nothing less than, see this whole area consolidation, so this whole area consolidation. But if you look at previous times, you can see a very well established trend, like all this area. You can see a very established trend. But right now it's consolidating. You get, so whatever I put in there, whether be they buy, be they sell, it's always going to misbehave basically. So thank you guys for watching to the end. Please like, share, and also subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. It's very important that you subscribe. Help me grow. And then in my next video, I'm going to be doing a review of the prop firm I use. Yes, I use maybe